Hey everybody, it's your girl Ava Cherie, Miss Motivational Mogul Mindset, and I am back with a great food for your soul quote. This is one of those good ones that you just think about and be like, how many times did this apply to myself or somebody that I know? It's choose to live right. The daily news quote that I posted. Choose to live right. It's not always the deed that kills you. It's the lies to cover it up that does. And in the caption I wrote about honor and integrity and how you don't want to have somebody come to expect you to drop in the ball or come to expect you to telling half truths, and they have to puzzle piece it together what you're really saying, the actual underlying definition and meaning of what it is that you're doing based off your actions. It's not the deed always, it's the continual process and life of lies. I tend to get upset with that because that's a core value that I don't want to compromise. I don't like dealing with in other people is lying. But let's look at it as how much they're degrading and suffocating themselves and suppressing their opportunities and their blessings because the people that are sent to them to help them, they can't even see it because they choose to operate in that addiction. And that's what it becomes, an addiction. Anything compulsive, anything without thinking. Once you start to diminish your character, once you start to devalue yourself so much that you're leaving a trail of crumbs behind of all the residue and the discord and the mischief that you've done, it's almost like you want to pity that person because they don't understand their worth anymore. They don't understand their value. And more importantly, they don't know that they're good enough. They're good enough where you don't have to lie. You're good enough where it just is. So you want to get to the root of it with them. You don't want to be known as a fixer-upper or a changing people or whatever the case may be. You just want to help people live a better life. And it starts with personal choice. And if you don't know how to choose better for yourself, trace the steps of your history. Trace the steps of your traumas. Trace the steps of crisis that you've seen and see how it was resolved. See how that was demonstrated in your life. See how you were taught behavior and see also how it exchanges with people, how it feels when you are getting high off of whatever compulsive, addictive behavior that it is. These quotes are truly to bring awareness to the conversations that some people don't want to have on camera in a social setting, and that you might get together with a great group of people you can trust to talk about the deep, dark things that maybe afflicted your best friend, your parents, your coworkers, your boss. Or how about if you did work for someone who was a compulsive liar at work? He caused all this strife because he'll tell one group of people one thing, another group of people another thing, and then he'd walk around and have to give you a command, and you're sitting there like, I don't respect your honor because you've caused division everywhere that you've gone, and you haven't even stopped or yielded to see the destruction in its path. So, with a boss like that, we all tend to get like, cringe, like, oh, I don't want to hear nothing he's saying. It gets disrespectful. So you don't want to bring disrespect to you because of what your actions and what your behaviors are exemplifying. You want to choose to live a better life. You want to choose to live right. You want to make sure that your actions match up with your deeds in a positive light. So you don't have to continually worry about putting story on top of story because it will collapse. A weak foundation, and you're building bricks on top of a weak foundation, and you're just grabbing anything, the first thought that comes to your mind, the first story that you want to tell, the first lie, the first this, it's going to build and build, but it's going to crumble. And when it crumbles and the dirt settles and the dust and the smoke clears, who will you have next to you? Who will you have burnt bridges with that will not be interested in coming back your way? Who will you have that don't want to spend no time and pouring into you and just feel like it's a waste of time? You don't want that. My plea to anybody that's dealing with addiction, compulsivity, I pray that you find the healing that you need. I pray that you find the trust that you need. I pray that you find the love that you need. Because it's seriously, you deserve better relationships where you don't have to put on airs to sit in the atmosphere of greatness because you are great. It starts with you. So what you telling other people going one ear and right after the other, they don't care. They're just going to turn around and be like, that nigga lying or she lying. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You have to feel like you are a queen and king. You have to feel like you are armed enough with what and who you are to walk through any situation, in any territory, any group of people, and know that your significance is not weighed on your story. Your significance is weighed on your integrity, your character, and how you carry it with honor and dignity. And that commands your respect. Period. Okay? All right, until next time, this is Ava Cherie. God's love and God's peace to you all.